Just days ago, 3I/ATLAS, the mysterious interstellar visitor, passed Mars. But is it merely passing by or transmitting something? Some researchers call it a cosmic coincidence. Others believe it's awakening a hidden resonance across the solar system. What if this sound connects our consciousness to the stars, literally? The universe may be speaking. Are you ready to listen? Let's dive right in. When 3I/ATLAS crossed the orbit of Mars, it wasn't just another point of light in a telescope. It was something far rarer, a messenger from outside the solar system. Scientists confirmed its path is hyperbolic, meaning it came from deep interstellar space and will never return. It's not captured by the sun. It's not bound to any planet. It's just passing through, one time only. But even a brief visitor can leave a long echo. For weeks, astronomers around the world tracked 3I/ATLAS and noticed something subtle, small but measurable changes in solar wind data. Faint electromagnetic ripples no one expected. It wasn't dramatic enough to alarm anyone, yet it was clear something had disturbed the background frequency of the solar system. That's when the theories began. Some said it was coincidence, just noise in the data. Others, more curious, more daring, wondered if it might be resonance, the kind that happens when two frequencies align so perfectly that one starts amplifying the other. Because in truth, everything vibrates. Every atom, every planet, every thought has a frequency. We live inside a universe of sound, though most of it lies far beyond the range of our ears. As 3I/ATLAS swept past Mars, a few amateur radio astronomers caught something strange. A repeating hum, barely above background noise, pulsing exactly at 528 hertz, a frequency long associated with healing in sound therapy. It could be interference, it could also be coincidence. But then, at that exact same time, NASA's MAVEN orbiter detected an unusual plasma surge in Mars's magnetic field. So the question remains, could an interstellar object, moving at tens of thousands of kilometers per hour, influence planetary energy through resonance alone? Most scientists would say no, but even they admit the universe still surprises us. It's not that 3I/ATLAS is sending signals. There's no evidence of technology, no sign of control. But what if its presence itself, the friction between alien dust, solar radiation, and cosmic fields, acts as a kind of tuning fork, a vibration that momentarily synchronizes with everything around it? When we think of connection, we often imagine messages, data, communication. Yet, nature communicates differently, through patterns, fields, and frequencies. And if that's true, maybe 3I/ATLAS didn't come to speak to us, but to resonate with us. This idea might sound spiritual, but it's also deeply physical. In quantum physics, resonance defines stability. In biology, it defines health. In psychology, it defines balance. Every system, whether it's a cell, a planet, or a galaxy, strives for harmonic coherence, and sound is one of the purest paths to reach it. That's why the idea of sound healing isn't as far-fetched as it seems. When Stephen Burns created his Connect to the Cosmos meditation, he wasn't just making art, he was experimenting with resonance itself. The music, tuned at specific frequencies like 528 hertz, creates patterns in the brain that mirror the natural harmonics of the Earth's electromagnetic field. During his live broadcast, something remarkable happened. The Kilauea volcano in Hawaii erupted unexpectedly, and seismographs recorded a resonance frequency astonishingly close to the tones used in his meditation. The connection may be pure coincidence, or it could be something more profound, a moment where natural and human frequencies aligned. Think about what that means. The breath you take is linked to the oxygen produced by trees, plankton, and algae, organisms born from Earth's relationship with the sun. That same sun interacts with cosmic dust, and now with an object from interstellar space. From breath to star, everything is connected through vibration. Maybe that's why so many spiritual traditions emphasize stillness and listening, not just to quiet the mind, but to hear the hum beneath existence. 3. I/ATLAS reminds us how fragile and vast our world really is. It passed Mars without a sound, invisible to the naked eye, yet capable of stirring human imagination across continents. And perhaps that imagination, our ability to feel meaning in motion, is what the cosmos has been trying to awaken all along. There's a strange beauty in the way this visitor moves. It approached the inner planets almost gracefully, sliding by Mars, glancing at Venus, brushing past Mercury. But when it reached its closest point to the sun, Earth was on the opposite side, shielded by the very star that sustains us. It's as if we were meant to watch, not touch, to observe, not interfere. Almost like a cosmic mirror held at a distance, inviting reflection rather than reaction. Some astrophysicists say that Earth's absence at that alignment was random orbital mechanics. Others, including a few spiritual scientists, see it as symbolism, the universe's way of teaching patience. That before humanity can connect outward, it must first connect inward. That brings us back to sound. When you listen to a tone like 528 Hertz, you're not just hearing, you're participating. Your body, your neurons, even your DNA subtly respond. Studies at institutions like HeartMath show that collective meditation can synchronize human heart rhythms, creating measurable changes in local electromagnetic fields. In other words, consciousness has reach. Now imagine thousands of people around the world focusing on one idea, unity through sound, peace through resonance, at the same time that a celestial traveler passes near our home star. Could our collective vibration become part of the symphony? We don't need to answer that question with proof. It's enough to recognize the possibility that we're not separate observers of the universe, but active participants within it. Every thought, every word, every note contributes to the larger field of resonance that defines existence itself. Maybe that's why 3I/ATLAS appeared now, in this era of chaos and rediscovery, when humanity is once again learning to balance logic and feeling, science and soul. Because despite all our technology, we're still searching for harmony. This isn't about believing in magic. It's about remembering that everything in the universe vibrates, and the frequencies we emit matter. Whether it's anger, gratitude, or love, every emotion radiates energy, and energy by definition travels. So perhaps this moment, this brief intersection of cosmic movement and human awareness, is an invitation, not to worship the unknown, but to participate in it. To use tools like sound, meditation, and science together to rediscover a truth ancient civilizations already knew, that life itself is a frequency, and when we align with it, healing and clarity follow naturally. In the end, maybe 3I/ATLAS doesn't carry a message in the conventional sense. Maybe we are the message, learning to listen, to align, and to remember that we belong to something infinitely greater. Because when we tune ourselves, our hearts, our minds, our attention, the universe seems to respond. And perhaps at this very moment, as that glowing fragment of another star system glides silently beyond Mars, it's not just passing through, it's playing along. As 3I/ATLAS moves beyond Mars, it leaves us with one simple truth. Everything is connected, not just through space, but through vibration, awareness, and curiosity. Each of us is part of this grand cosmic frequency, shaping the universe with every thought and action. So, what's your take? Do you believe 3 I/ATLAS is just passing by, or is it here to remind us of something deeper? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective. If this video gave you new insight or a sense of wonder, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Galactic Breaking News. And turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next cosmic update. The universe is speaking. Stay tuned and stay curious. After its close pass by the sun, 3I/ATLAS did something no comet should. It brightened 5 times, lost nearly 20% of its mass, and yet Voyager saw no tail, no gas, no dust, just a glowing, accelerating object breaking every rule of physics we know. Now, NASA's latest data hints at something far more shocking than anyone expected. Is this still nature or something else? Let's dive right in. When the first high-resolution images of 3I/ATLAS arrived, no one at NASA expected to witness a mystery that would shake the foundations of modern astronomy. Scientists assumed it was just another interstellar comet, an icy rock, burning bright under the sun's heat. But that illusion shattered the moment they zoomed in. There was no tail, no trail of dust, no familiar cometary glow, only a compact, radiant sphere that gleamed an unnatural shade of blue. At its closest pass to the sun, October 29th, 3I/ATLAS absorbed more than 770 watts of solar energy per square meter. Under normal physics, that kind of radiation would rip volatile material apart, sending a blazing tail streaming into space. Instead, 3I/ATLAS didn't evaporate. It brightened 5 times stronger, its color shifting bluer than the sun itself. That's the moment when scientists stopped treating it like a rock and started wondering if it was something else entirely. Dr. Avi Loeb, leading researcher at Harvard, decided to run the numbers himself. The calculations were disturbing. If this object was accelerating as data showed, it must have lost at least 10 to 20% of its entire mass to gas and dust emissions. Yet, telescopes found none. The expected debris cloud, massive, visible, undeniable, simply wasn't there. That defied the laws of physics as we know them. When the Stereo A Observatory compared 3I/ATLAS to another comet named Lemon, the difference was almost surreal. Lemon's long, graceful tail arced perfectly away from the sun. 3I/ATLAS, a clean, glowing sphere, no trail, no signature of gas or ice. It was as if something was deliberately controlling its surface, regulating heat, reflecting energy, resisting solar radiation, not by accident, by design. Even stranger, Loeb's analysis of the spectral data revealed a metallic fingerprint, abundant nickel but very little iron. To anyone outside the lab, that might sound trivial, but to a scientist, it's extraordinary. That ratio simply doesn't exist in natural bodies within our solar system. It does exist, however, in manufactured nickel alloys used in aerospace structures and high-temperature reactors. Loeb said it plainly. The only other place we find that